Hi, I'm Jordan, and in this video, I'm going to walk you through ChartMogul CRM. In ChartMogul, you've always been able to access a really great story about what happens to your recurring revenue after the first purchase. We've layered on CRM functionality to add the front end of what's driving those recurring revenue outcomes. As somebody that's been using ChartMogul CRM for over 2 years, in this video, I'm going to walk you through my day-to-day workflow. The Customers tab in ChartMogul has always acted as a database of all of your active, past due, and churned subscribers. Now with ChartMogul CRM, you can also use it to manage all of your new leads, as well as those leads that are currently being worked by your sales team. At ChartMogul, most of our new business opportunities are driven via a free trial. And so when somebody signs up for a trial, we want to ensure that the correct rep is assigned to that new lead based on geography. So we configure what's called an automation. In ChartMogul, automations have utility for existing subscribers. For example, if you want to be notified when a customer schedules their cancellation, or for new leads, for example, assigning a lead based on geography. Within my account here, I have one called US Leads. And so when a customer signs up and their location is and I've selected the United States, it's going to be assigned to me. So the first thing I do within the Customers tab is I open up this My Leads folder that I've created and click on Jordan's New Leads. These are all of the leads in ChartMogul currently with a new lead status that have been assigned to me. So I know that these are the new trials that have been started since the last time that I visited this list. By clicking into one of these customer profiles, I can start my sales outreach. One thing that we do is programmatically add a tag to each customer profile, indicating what type of billing source they've connected. Our outreach is going to be different if they've connected something like Stripe, Chargebee, or Recurly versus starting to build their own custom integration via API. So now that I know that they've started to add a Stripe data source, I'll head to the top and click on the little email icon. And what I can do is either send them an individual email. So what I can do is select my template that I send to all new users, all new trials that are using a Stripe data source, or I can go directly into the contact and enroll them in a sequence. So what I can do is select my tailored high-value inbound trial sequence, click next, and then review all of the steps for this sequence. A sequence can include all of tasks, emails, and reminders to call these prospects, and I can adjust when exactly I want these tasks to happen. By default, I will have already configured these steps with the exact weight between them within my sequence configuration page, but I can configure them before enrolling this particular prospect. So once I enroll this prospect here, we will see on their customer page that they're enrolled in one active sequence. Now that I've started my outreach to this customer, I can change their status from new lead to working lead, hit save. We'll see that that's been updated at the top here, and I can head back into my Customers tab. So when I click on Working Leads now, I'll be able to see these customers that I've already started reaching out to, but haven't necessarily met my deal qualification criteria. Let's say this customer eventually meets my deal qualification criteria and I want to create an opportunity for them. One of my favorite things about ChartMogul CRM is that it's really difficult to get lost. Sometimes in other CRMs, you have different objects for companies and contacts and accounts, and it just becomes difficult to understand where certain call notes or email threads are located. If I want to add an opportunity for this customer, I hit this button here and up pops a modal where I can add some information about this opportunity. I can add the specific stage that the customer is at, the date that they're going to buy our product, and how much the deal is worth. There's also the ability to add custom fields, things like what's the next step between your sales team and the prospect, or maybe what product they're evaluating if you are a multi-product company. Once I hit save, you'll see the opportunity saved on the exact same customer page. It doesn't create an entirely separate record. To look at all opportunities that your sales team currently has active, or any opportunities that have been created in the past and moved to either won or lost, you can click this icon here, and this brings us to the opportunities page. Just like the customers page, I can filter to look at data relevant to me, so I can click on my active opportunities, and automatically this page will filter to opportunities that are in my name. And so if I click into a particular opportunity, it brings me back to this familiar page where I can see all of the communication history between my sales team and this specific account. From the Opportunities tab, you can access the Forecast sub-tab, which has two types of forecasting reports: Deal Stage Probability, that looks at the total number of active opportunities within each stage in your pipeline, and the Forecast Category Report, which multiplies the deal value by the percentage likelihood of that deal closing. Once a customer actually makes a subscription purchase, what's going to happen is your billing system is going to send a record of that customer from your billing system, so directly from Stripe or ChargeBee or Recurly. And so you're going to temporarily have two records of that customer within your account: the version that your sales team has been managing throughout the sales process, and then the version of the customer sent from your billing system. Again, you can configure an automation to automatically and immediately merge those two records together. So what you end up with is a record that looks like this. On this customer's profile, we have their subscription data. This is coming directly from your billing system, and all of the communication data from your sales team throughout the sales cycle: emails, tasks, call notes, and more. That's all for now. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to helping your team onboard onto ChartMogul CRM.